Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Christina and welcome to Average Anime Reviews, where I get to be reviewing some of my favorite animes that I've watched in the previous season. Now, before I get started, everyone, just so you know, there's going to be some spoilers here and there in this review, so please take some precaution. And for this week's Average Anime Review, I get to be reviewing Flying Witch. Basically, what this anime is all about is a young girl named Makoto, who's a young witch at 15 years old, and she gets to travel from her home all the way to her relative's place, where she gets to move in, and from there, that's where her adventure begins. So basically, with the storylines of Flying Witch, now I find this to be really interesting. Even though it's a slice of life, this takes place at the countryside, so it's really cool to see. In any case, I would compare this one to Kiki's Delivery Service. And one thing's for sure, both of these animes have similar concept that involves magic and witches, so it's really cool. And plus, seeing all the encounters that Makoto gets to go through, whether if it's traveling across the town, trying to look for simple things for her daily life, or even just finding her way through school, which I find to be really interesting. Plus, there's some magical characters along the way in the episodes that you get to find really interesting, and there's a lot of comedic parts with that as well. There was one time in one of the episodes, where apparently she found a plant, and when you get to pull it out, apparently it makes this really loud, annoying screams, and it's just annoying. In some cases, for humans, it tends to be really frightening, but to her, it's just part of day of life. Plus, you're gonna meet some people who are just delivering mail or even newspapers. They're from another magical world. And also, you might see some really weird creatures. And one majestic one, I would say. There's a lot more in the anime that I cannot name because there's a lot more, so you guys definitely need to watch it.
One of my favorite parts in the series was, I think in one of the earlier episodes, I think episode 3 or 4, I could be wrong, correct me. I remember seeing this pheasant, and this pheasant looked pretty cool. Because I remember they were chasing him around just trying to, I think, either get rid of him or just something to do with the pheasant. And I really like how the pheasant looked, and he looked very intimidating, and I liked him. I like the pheasant.
You want to take it home, don't you?
Yeah, I want that pheasant.
Where are you going to put the pheasant?
I don't know.
Now moving on to the characters. The first character I'll be introducing to you guys is Makoto. Now as you guys know, she's a 15-year-old witch who originally lived with her parents, but now she has decided to move across town and live with her relatives, which is really cool in the countryside. I find it to be really cool and interesting, especially how she is. Now, her main focus is practicing and creating spells and potions, but unfortunately, her weakness would be flying. Now, ironically, you guys would assume, just like me, that technically flying is her main asset, but turns out she needs a little bit more work. And it turns out, she's not very good with her senses of directions, and I kind of feel bad for her because sometimes she can get lost along the way. There's a chance I might fear that she could get lost on her way to school, which it does happen sometimes, especially for new people. Now, for Makoto, her personality, she is very sweet. She's kind of soft-spoken, but she is also very caring towards her relatives. And she also has a cat named Chito, which is her familiar. And the next main character I'll be introducing to you guys is Kei. Now, he is the cousin of Makoto, living in the countryside, but he also has a little sister named Chinatsu. Now, he's pretty cool. He's always very helpful. He was aware of Makoto moving in with him. Plus, he's very helpful, like whenever he needs to help out with his family or with Makoto herself. They just get along well with each other, and I find it to be really cool. It turns out for one of my favorite, most notable moments for me in the anime is when one time Chinatsu, Makoto, and Kei went to a cafe one time, and it was really interesting. Now, apparently, it turns out he's afraid of ghosts, and when you watch that episode, you get to see why. It's very interesting and see how he reacts. And plus, he's still scared of them even to this day. He's not really used to it. Plus, he's trying to get used to some of the magic spells and all these weird personalities that come into his home every day, especially when it comes to Makoto, because one, he was not really used to all the magic, so now he gets to have a taste of it. And the last main character I'll be introducing to you guys is Chinatsu. Now, she's the younger sister of Kei and as well as the cousin of Makoto. Now, with her, she was very shy at first. She's very scared because she's not sure of what to do or even how to react when it came to Makoto and Chito. Now, what can I say? Well, first, for all little characters who are at a young age, they're very shy, but over time, she gets to get used to it. And it turns out she has grown very fond and admired the magical world. And I find it to be really cute. Now, one of my favorite moments of Chinatsu, well, there's a lot of moments, and I can't really name them all. But it's definitely one time where she and Makoto get to go out, and apparently they were looking for a whale. This magical whale, turns out, is flying up in the sky. Now, for those who really love anime based on flying witches and magic, well, this is definitely the one for you. And plus, if you guys watch Kiki's Delivery Service, like I said, it is so similar to it. There's so many aspects with witches and magic, and well, you get the taste of both worlds, so you can see a lot of similarities that comes to it. It's just seeing the reactions of how humans can react to the magical world and all these magical aspects like the flying whale and the pheasant and the yelling mandrake. Well, it's really cool, and it's really to see how witches are like. So basically, in terms of improvement, I wanted more variety of settings. Like, instead of just in the countryside, you get to see more of the world. You get to meet more characters and more magical creatures, and a lot more, well, even maybe more pheasants. Also, feel free to leave your comments down below to see what this anime could improve on as well. And overall, that's pretty much it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this week's average anime review. Overall, what did you guys think? What did you think of the main characters? Or did you like this anime? If you really love this anime review based on Flying Witch, give a like down below. Yeah, it should be down there. Anyways, and also feel free to comment more about your favorite moments of the anime or even your favorite characters. To me, this is one of my favorites. Still reminds me of Kiki's Delivery Service. And in case if you guys didn't subscribe, I want to welcome you guys for watching and thank you for watching it. And if you guys want to subscribe and want to see me do more anime reviews, subscribe down below right here. Yeah, should be here. Yeah, here.
And if you subscribe, you'll get this Pokemon Jirachi's Wish on VHS movie. It's a great movie. It has a Groudon. Cool.
Plus, if you guys want us to do any more anime reviews, please comment down below to comment on which anime you want us to do next. And if selected, I'll give you guys a shout out. Plus, if you guys want to read a written anime reviews for yourself, I'll be leaving a link down below where it leads you to my anime list. And in case if you guys want to stream it for yourself, because if you haven't watched it yet, we'll leave a link down below for you as well. And in case if you guys haven't watched it for our previous episodes of Average Anime Review, it's right over here. Yeah, right here. Right here, right?
Yeah, right there.
And overall, that's pretty much it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you next time at the next Average Anime Review. Take care.
Acknowledge the mandrake. Acknowledge it.